We are not done.
Feature scene. I'm a scene.
Buddha.
Don't mind time.
Copyright your stuff.
Don't
Yeah,
mind
like
time.
copyright. Like I got some like millionaire, like just some classified.
Hi guys, welcome back to Bout That Life. Renson here.
Wangeci.
Michelle.
Chai.
Enta is back.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kibunja for holding it down.
We miss
I
you.
don't-
What are you doing?
I'm back.
Okay, fine. Mse, okay. Nobody missed.
Mimi, I had missed
Nobody
time.
missed.
Thank
Come
you.
back.
You know what I call you? I call you Spine because you've always had my back.
Wow. So today, guys, we want to talk about sex.
Can we go?
We can leave. Me so mimi naendelea na show. At is fine my back anyway. So we want to talk
I'll tell you
about
the real one.
sex. We want to talk about sex.
Baby.
And
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the
yes, you join your people.
No, me, I
You join your glee
I
people.
came from photosynthesis.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm having it. Like I'm having it.
yeah, so let's hear about your sexual experiences.
My first sexual encounter,
Uh-huh.
I was
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
jumping right in.
diving.
That's kind of the point of sex.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Yeah.
cool.
We will edit that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Please edit.
Yeah, I think I was in kindergarten. We had a house help who used to bring her many boyfriends over for sex. But then I didn't know it was sex. I just thought they used to disappear into the room
I'm just
and
chill.
talk.
You know, you used to hear those stories for anko anakuja unanunuliwa biscuit na kasoda. Enda ucheze pale. Okay, I'm not supposed to be laughing. What? Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I didn't know what was going on until much later on, like when I was growing up.
Ndio ikakuhit.
By the
Walinicheza.
way,
Kumbe anko si anko.
Uncle si uncle.
Anko si anko. Anko Amande.
Uncle Amanda.
What? Uh-huh.
Growing up, we didn't talk about sex in our home.
Who talked about sex in their home?
There are people who were talking
Like,
about
hi
sex.
people, after dinner today we're going to talk about sex.
Yeah,
Cool.
there are actually peeps
So,
who did
yeah.
that.
Serious.
There
Some
are
guys who-
that's legit. Shout out to the
Shout
parents
out
who
to
sit their children down and talk about sex. What?
Spoiling food.
But
Anyway.
it's good to let them know early enough.
Mm-hmm.
The closest we ever got to talk about sex was, I think I was in class 7 and we were talking about menstruation, and I was told if ever you let a guy touch you when you're rolling, you're gonna
It's
get
done.
pregnant. Like,
Wait. And you believed it?
yeah,
Hata wewe.
Hey.
Unaharibu we. Like touching.
yeah, like
touching.
hivi.
I'm not touching you. I just touch your shirt.
Okay. Then
Why would I touch you?
Yeah, you say.
Anyway,
Yeah, if
Hey, boss.
you let a guy touch you, if you touch him, that's the end of the story.
And I relate to
Avatar.
that really.
Wazezi mnatucheza.
Because I also had that experience when you get to class 7 and you're about, because you're growing and you're about to get into puberty, your mom sits you down and she's like, so now there's this thing called menstruation. It's gonna be happening to you every month. And then anakupea basics. Then the final thing anakwambia ni avoid boys from now on. Like, don't let them touch you. If you feel this one is coming too close, run
For your
my
life.
friend. That's how you're introduced to it, because it's kind of quote
I'm
unquote.
proud of your mom.
Yeah.
But
Mom
then
is
before
legit.
That wasn't my
Legit.
mom. It was my aunties. The conversation we've had about sex with my mom was very strange. That was after Form 4, and she realized I'm getting interested in boys.
Okay. When you saying it like it's oye. Okay, fine.
I feel like aunties are more even open. Moms are very.
My mom was very okay. She told me, she didn't even tell me about sex. She told me about protection. She was like, I was going out to see my then boyfriend, and she asked
Wait,
me.
at what age was this?
After Form 4, I was 17.
And so you're like, hey mom, I need to go see my boyfriend.
Well, she knew.
You talked to your mom about your boyfriend.
No.
Okay.
But she knew.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she knew. I don't know how she knew.
So she talked to you about protection.
Yeah. I was going out and she asks me, do you guys use protection? I'm like, huh?
What you talking about? What's that?
What is that?
Sunscreen.
What?
Yes, we are protected by the blood.
The blood of Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
What you talking about?
What is that?
What you talking about?
And she goes like, if she said, it's not a must, but if you must have, make sure he uses protection. I was like, okay, fine. And if he doesn't want to ask me for money, I'll give you. I was like, okay, fine.
So that is your sexual experience.
That's
Wow.
my sex story.
Yeah, so Ty, yours?
Yeah, it was good. Like from the beginning. I feel like in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth.
Yeah, that is pretty clear from the Bible.
Not that beginning.
Not that beginning, your beginning.
Oh, okay. So my mom and dad loved each other very much.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
Ty, I will throw you out.
Okay, so
Kibunja,
please
Rudi
come
Kazi.
No, we still want time. Yeah.
Continue, Ty.
It's fine though.
So I think my first memory of sex again came from house help.
Hey.
Tafadhali
They were very helpful.
Very helpful.
Wafanyikazi.
Very helpful.
Your nanny
just-
spoiled kids here though.
I was like 5 years old, and like she did stuff to me which is not stuff I'm very proud of her as a person. She should be like in jail or something. But that
She
was,
did to you.
Yep,
Wow, okay.
worse than Peace Corps.
What?
Yeah,
What's
so so it was. So when it happened, I didn't even know what it was. Like until it's those things you just zineka huko nyuma kwa akili yako. Then after a while, when we were doing sex ed in standard 4, I think we were talking about HIV, and I was like,
Class 5,
oh God, oh, that's what happened.
So you didn't even tell your parents because you were not aware of.
No. Like, and because it would be very unfair for me to tell my parents at that time, because now that would make them feel very helpless for not acting at certain situation. It would be very selfish of myself. I remember nikiwa sijui nursery 3, blah blah. No, like I was like,
Kumbuka ule Njeri alikuwa. Okay, endelea.
you know her.
No.
So fast forward, high school. High school was different. Sex was not something you ran away from in high school. Sex was
As a
something,
guy,
yeah, as a guy,
I relate.
Yeah, as a guy, sex is something
There
you
used to be meetings.
you like to look forward to, like where is it going down, you know? And now it's different because you don't have a place you live on your own. You live with your folks and you live in school. So like
It's hard.
Like like the y-axis where it meets the x-axis, where that's been a really opportune time at the optimal time to have this. It never came for me. So high school I left like that.
Man.
Sitasema I feel you. Ndafikiwa.
Then between high school and campus I met Jesus. In the long term thing, it was a good thing, you know. Like, I met Jesus, I'm saved, heaven bound. But now it meant sasa watu wakaanza kusema ati Wakristo wanagonjaga, you do like hey, you wangoja tufanye nini? So it was like so like we moved to campus. I know in my head like
I'm supposed to.
Christians wait, yada yada yada. But then also like, hey, mummies, you know, in campus I'm
Fine, thank you.
fine girl.
Fine girl. Okay.
Yeah. Fine girl.
Fine girl.
So like I think when in relationships I was in, there was that like I knew like I should do it. Like I even talked about it to the girls I was in a relationship with. Like but sometimes it became like just a point of information.
You just know.
Like,
but
ideally we ought to wait. So
Hypothetically.
like in the most ideal
in real
situation,
sense, we're
we
supposed
ought to wait.
Yeah.
And then like but now as I continued maturing as a Christian, at the time I was like uber serious about the whole waiting thing. Yeah. So I never told these guys this time I had to choose between Jesus and a woman. No, it's just like, so I had a girlfriend and like it was like pretty serious, yeah. So we were like we decided, so we had a conversation and we decided, you know what, we are going to wait.
It's like all of us know where the story is going. But tell us.
Like you know, like we decided, like you know what, we are going to wait. We're going to honor God in our relationship.
Amen.
Blah 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 blah. Funny things that we're saying this as we're making out in the middle.
Oh wow.
Tuk-tuk. Yeah, I was like, anyway, so
We're going to wait.
like we have to wait for now. So, like, yeah.
You're waiting.
Like you can imagine the eye roll of the tuk-tuk driver.
I know. Like this guy.
Ile mimi really. You guys are kuna mati hapa na mna wait.
Like it's a tuk-tuk.
Wait gani?
Yeah, so like you had to
Kijana tuheshimiane.
you had everything. So like we became like really uber serious about it, and we were going on like say, and then I think then one day life happened. Akakuja akaniambia, by the way, we need to talk. I'm like, first of all, I'm very scared of them. We need to talk. So you do your research. Like, what have I done?
Nimefanya nini in the
then
recent
like,
past?
Yeah, like you do, like you're good, you're fine. Eh? So when we finally meet, she tells me, hey, try what I've been thinking. I don't think it's wait. We can wait anymore. Me, I'm like, what? Like, can we talk about this in a more private place?
This is a chick who's coming to you.
Yeah, like this is not just some random. This is my girlfriend for close to like 18 months or something at that time. So we're like, hey, now she's like, you know what time? Me, I think this whole waiting thing. It's a struggle.
Hey,
it's so I'm like,
anataka nini?
So I'm like, hey, lakini nani, you know, we said we should wait. Then she's like, hey, I can't still pose so dumb. So like, so like we were chilling, and then now the thing is where we were at a hotel, and then it was kidogo space, so like we had to share a sort of booth. Like the two of us are here, and then there's someone like Michelle is seated. She was about to leave when we came. When the conversation got to she asked for another coffee.
Nisaidie. Hapa kuna story.
So I'm like, so we're like,
Lali Nairobi mama na udaku.
Yeah, we're like, we said we should wait. She's like, no time. Where I am, mimi naona, like, we need to talk about this, and we need to talk about where we've not crossed that step, and I'm not willing to like it. So you decide where this is going. Hey, mwanaume akiambiwa hivyo.
To the bed.
Today is the day. You gonna learn
but
today.
imagine strangely, like that time Jesus was really working in my life. He still is. So like, I was like, you know what? For some reason, I both treasure and regret to this day. I stood firm. And so
applause people, applause to Jesus for holding
so like from that day, like everything just went downhill. So like so like I'm gonna think about like, is this thing? Yeah. So like, yeah, that's been my experience to this. And I've skipped a few things, but you get the gist.
Yeah. Get the gist of the nini. So Wangechi?
Yes. So how much am I? Yes. So growing up, I was very curious. And there's that stage when you're growing up, you start realizing there's something different from me and this person. Like, hi, sisi wote ni watoto lakini yeye kidogo na mimi.
Okay.
Yeah, kuna kakitu. There's something that is like we are different, you know. And yeah, so you realize huyu akienda kwa washroom ana scoot, huyu anasimama. Like no, you just like exactly. Though I didn't have a younger sibling or an older sibling growing up, so yeah, but like there's something different. And later on to I think the first major like talk you have with a grown up about sex for me was like when your mom is telling you, when you get your menstruation and your mom is telling you avoid boys at all costs. And at some point, I think in class 6, class 7, because I used to hang in my neighborhood, there were many boys, and we would go and ride bikes to some field. They look at softy, so we'd go to softy and we would play ball and ride bikes. And then the older guys, so I'm in class 6, the older boys are in class 8. They had phones, so for the first time, I got to watch pornography.
Became porn again.
Saa zingine unajua mtu hapa anafungua roho. Porn again sasa.
So yeah, and when I discovered pornography when I was like in primary, then masturbation when I was in high school. It's like there's a time period.
Research tunaitanga knowledge gap.
Wow. Yeah, it's true. Because you're like, hey. Then you're like, hey. You know, it's... And I think it was a messed up introduction to sex. Because if you really think about it, now when I'm born again and I'm Christian, and I had my struggles with pornography and addiction for a long time in high school. Now, when people say it's a beautiful thing that should be enjoyed in marriage, my introduction to it was already screwed. You know, like you can't tell me,
like literally. Yeah, get it.
Like you can't tell me it's something beautiful. And it's something, to me, it's something that is shameful and something that is not good, but it's still good.
Okay.
Because
Sawa. Kama ndivyo tunafanya. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, so and then in high school for girls, it's something that you want but you don't want. You want by yourself, but when you're many, because it's not girls are not, yes, Alini, you know.
Can you make a joke?
Oh wow.
You guys shake my hand. Nilikuwa nimekukawia sana.
For girls, it's
Wow.
you want it privately, but when you're many, ulikata ukuingia box. So high school passed. High school you could do nothing, and I think my story is very similar to Ty. Immediately after high school, I got serious with God. So all the dreams I had of pursuing better days and longer nights nilishia hapo. So.
Watu huko wanaongea wana lugha fiche.
Tumalize
Hata tu niseme yangu.
Yeah, so here we are loving the Lord and waiting, and it's hard.
It's hard.
It's a struggle.
It's a struggle.
Sasa unajua the person who ends up last ndio story yake inakuanga kidogo tricky. Anyway, my experience with my introduction to sex was
I'm sex.
I'm Renson.
soul food. You guys remember soul food?
And that's the way the love goes.
You see,
I feel like Ty is such an old soul.
millennials, you didn't.
I'm an old person, not just an old person.
So yeah, that was like my first. I saw a scene in soul food, and I was like, a scene, yeah.
SCE.
See Dhambi, like a scene. And then of course, like majority of my introduction to sex was just friends and conversation. Like they talk about sex, they would say this and say that. But Mimi, you know, one thing about guys who are loud is, or not loud, but guys who talk a lot.
Oh,
I'm both. Is that we tend to be very creative with our. So Mimi nikienda mahali nisikie hii story, niende kwa ubeshte mwingine nisikie hii story, unazi combine inakuwa your story. Because I was very big at that because you know high school. I don't know if you can relate. Can you relate?
Yeah, I'm a big guy.
Like in high school, guys used to sit down and give their war stories. You know, udem tulimfanya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sasa mimi, because I didn't have like experience, so I used to combine beat ya ule, beat yake, beat ya huyu,
beat ya Jackie B.
Beat ya Kega.
beat ya Jackie B. You know.
Yeah, Saint P.
So it wasn't because I never had that experience, and also the lack of opportunity was big because I wanted to do, but
Hakuna opportunity, hakuna hiyo optima.
Hakuna environment. And then because I got born again very young, and I would say that I kept on the nini because of like lack of information, lack of opportunity. But when I got to a certain place, when I was introduced to like porn and masturbation, that was like the floodgate. Because now I knew, hiya, kumbe when you tried out kissing a girl, you're like,
Wow.
Okay.
But I felt like everyone kissed at
acha nikwambie usianze
Kissed
kusema
what?
you thought everyone.
Sorry.
Kuna watu tunapitianga shida na najua ni
Late
late bloomers tuko pamoja.
Yeah.
Kwani watu wakindaga
No, let's continue.
moto ya bwana pima hapo. But anyway, so like yeah,
For even.
yours was
Baby girl. Let's bloom back.
anyway, yeah, so that whole porn and masturbation, and now starting to like
I
now
judge.
play with now boundaries, like how far is too far. I think that has made even like my reasoning, and not reasoning, but my whole experience for sex be a bit different, kind of like yours. Because for me, like the first introduction I had to like watching like real nini was very
real.
yeah, like not real, was hardcore. So my impression for sex was like, I actually had a phobia for like the female, because I was like, it used to be disgusting. So
And there's a period of disgust. There's
yeah,
a huge
because when you're introduced
level
to
of disgust.
and not have the real thing, it was just. So yeah, that was my experience.
But if I'm going to be honest,
Honesty is
during
good.
this story.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, just continue.
No.
I think sometimes there's that place of, especially immediately after high school, there's that place of, fine, if I'm not going to then wait and have sex, then I can be sorting myself out.
Yeah.
You get, there's
And
that
it's the-
issue of basi kama singoji, because let me tell you, one other thing that kept me from getting there was because I fear my mother and I don't want to get pregnant. Fam, no.
Okay.
I don't want to disgrace my mother. Mm-mm. So I ain't having it because but that's a legit reason.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Fam, if there was a way of this, no, don't die. Don't.
Yeah. So the reason why us guys we're even having this conversation is because, like, I feel like most of our audience, and we want to, like, this week throw out a challenge to everyone who's watching us to open up to maybe your church group and maybe your friend and talk about sex. Because the thing about sin is that it thrives in darkness, where you're not dark and say, this is what I experienced, this is what I've gone through, or this is how my perceptions towards sex has changed because of what I've gone through. And join us as we go through a couple of shows to talk about sex. Yeah, so